but he still held a place in the heart of people in the media, certainly fans, and he was sort of a cult figure. And for better or worse, his transgressions in some ways solidified that status.
R. Kelly said a lot of us to forget about Aaliyah.
Hey, Kiana. I don't know what was going on first time, y'all. Y'all couldn't see me.
Forget about the trial.
R. Kelly was arrested in Polk back in 2000.
Hey, what's going on?
Charges, though he was later acquitted.
It made him,
you bet.
feel that he can continue to get away with those type of acts.
Hey, y'all. What's going on? What's going on? I was like, I know they can't write no message because ain't nobody said hey or nothing. Yeah, I knew something was wrong with that shit. They had did that to me before. I don't know what was going on with that. But she hasn't seen her daughter Dominique in almost a year.
I thought she was fine. She went on college. She got a job. She was doing what she was supposed to do as a teenager. And we ended up moving to the north side of Chicago.
Hold on.
Catholic College for medical billing and coding. She was a dental assistant, doing her own thing. And then all of a sudden, she came home and said, I haven't been telling you the truth. And I said, what you mean? I have still been seeing her.
What the hell?
He asked me to move to Atlanta. And at this time, she was about 21, 22. What can I do? She's grown. I didn't want to lose my daughter to him. I had to make the hardest choice. Go against her. Look at my blessing. All I could do was pray.
She wanted to move to Atlanta.
That she just wake up and just come home.
I mean, you can't do nothing if they grown, though. That's the real tea. I've been and got up in Geronda ass too, cause your ass the one that done introduced my daughter to the nigga, and he abusing you.
I didn't see my friend Dominique.
Sock your stupid ass too.
Dominique was there because me and her used to always try to meet up in the house, and it never worked out. Rob always kept us separated. I would be isolated. I felt like a prisoner.
Exactly, cause I beat your little ass too.
Into a depression. I was mentally drained. Because he would break me down, then build me up, then make me feel like again and do it all over again. So he would really manipulate my mind. The breaking point for me was when Rob slapped me and he choked me until I blacked out. He was about 6 feet tall and I'm only 5'1.5". And he lifted me up and I was like eye level with him. And then I remember just blacking out.
This man possessed.
That was the straw that broke the camel's back, and that's why I had to walk away. After that incident happened between us, I powered my phone off, and I left, and I never looked back. Knowing that Dominique is still in the house, it's very painful to know that she's still experiencing all of those things that she was experiencing when I was there. She just deserved better, and I don't want her to be there anymore.
Girl.
She should have a better life.
Now, this part sound a little fake now.
I don't ever try to free any of the girls to help them get out of the house.
I do know of someone who tried to help one girl in particular get out of the house.
Can you say who the girl is?
Hey, Chris.
A staff member who tried to help Dominique. It was a situation where Dominique expressed how she was being mistreated. To Robert, Dominique is like the rebellious one. She stays the trouble to him. She's a little tomboyish, and Robert plays on that. So he has molded her into the boy he wants her to be. So he's had her shave all her hair off, and she carries herself like a boy. He's even had her dress in boy clothes and paint the beard and the mustache on to look like a boy. So he treats her like his boy toy.
What? So he got a stud in there.
My name is Timothy Savage. My daughter was off in college at the time, seen her since. My daughter's severely brainwashed.
Girl, what the fuck?
To the point where she says anything that he asks her to say. She's not the same Jocelyn that we knew.
Stockholm Syndrome? That's what my daughter has right now.
What the fuck?
Was blindsided. We didn't know about the storm was coming. It was never for my daughter to get in touch with this man, not one time without me or my wife being present. Jocelyn she was kind of shy. You know, she was a...
So you got this girl dressing like a fucking stud. He probably be having anal sex with her and everything, girl.
Flash like a butterfly. At the early ages of life, she was always wanting to do this.
Oh, Jocelyn cute. Okay, the little shortcut.
She was singing. I said, Jocelyn? And I said, she can sing. This was probably about 10 years old.
When we met Mr. Kelly, we went in strictly for a professional relationship.
I think that R. Kelly could have helped put my daughter in the
Girl.
right position to help her make her a star, because he had a lot of influences with the record labels, and he's created big hits with a lot of people. I think it was back in 2008, we did hear some type of, allegations that he had a trial that was going on, but the courts found him not guilty at that time, so we didn't think nothing else of it.
What do you mean, why do you have a threesome? I don't get what you're trying to say. Yeah, she's fucked up.
December.
Oh, girl, they said that old girl Jocelyn said the other girl, Geronda, said he was gay. He like men too.
Passed all her exams, and she was looking forward to the next semester.
Felt like we started to...
I did too.
In 2016, late fall. I was going to register Jocelyn for the next semester, and I needed to talk to her.
I wasn't able to get in touch with my daughter for 3 days straight, but I was able to track down one of her roommates that she was really close with. And this particular roommate said that Jocelyn had been at the dorm for a few days.
So we end up...
That don't mean you gay because you have a threesome with somebody.
It's a red flag. And then we got a call from her.
I mean, hey, whatever floats your boat.
We was like, what are you doing? You're in college. We
Girl,
had this discussion.
it's way too
She
much.
headed in a direction that you want to go in, and she told me that she didn't know what she wanted to do at that point. Weeks went by.
Jocelyn gained some weight.
It was like a dead silence tone when I called. It's been over almost 2 years now. And we still haven't seen our...
He definitely has problems. She cute though.
When the subject first came out, talking about Jocelyn, R. Kelly had meetings to strategize, to fix the situation. So the first thing was to put Jocelyn in front of the camera on TMZ, which is something he ordinarily would not have done. But because they said that Jocelyn was being held against her will and all of that stuff.
She is being held.
Clean it up.
Look at her ass on TMZ looking dumb.
Oh, no, not at all. Never been held hostage or anything like that in that nature. Never.
As far as the video that Jocelyn Savage made, I would say that...
Never been feeling hostage. You don't even know how to talk.
Barbara does not allow those girls to say anything that he has not told them to say.
Yeah, you see shadows in the background showing someone saying cut on her shirt.
Are you free to go from where you are?
No, I want to speak on that as well.
It made me feel horrible that you see somebody doing this as a shadow going in the background.
Oh my God, I would be devastated if my child.
Up in a jail cell.
Girl, leave your mama don't know nothing.
When I saw her face on, TMZ.
Jay Savage,
I
who's
could
that?
tell that she was not the same Jocelyn who was raised up to be. How can he just sit here and ruin these girls' lives? Like, you can't, like, I feel
Who
like
is this girl, Jay Savage?
When the ball started rolling down the hill again.
No, because Aaliyah mama tried to act like talking about
That piece of BuzzFeed,
Oh.
something in the New Yorker.
She talking about, oh, we was with her all the time. She was never on the tour bus by herself, ma'am. If you was with her all the time, how did she get her whole ass married to this man? Where was you at? If you was with her every time, all the time. But her mama don't want to look like, oh, she wasn't there for her. You know, because people always going to be like, where was your mama at? So she don't want to look bad. That's why she trying to say that. Bitch, you was not there all the time because you couldn't have possibly been there all the time because she got whole ass married at 16, 15. It's no way. You left that man with your child. And I ain't been saying that she fucked up or no shit like that, but don't be trying to lie. You know what I'm saying? Say you was at fault, and that was it.
The stories they have affected his livelihood, and he knows that.
I want everybody around the world to know, ain't no tours canceled, man. Alright? Despite what you hear, don't believe the hype. I haven't canceled not one show.
Ugly ass.
No, none of that.
That's Jocelyn and Dominique.
All that is false accusations. You know, people talk all the time. You know, it's just rumors.
That's Dominique right there, y'all.
And, you know, just vacationing in Chicago.
Cool, you're doing your own thing right now.
Yeah, I'm doing my own thing.
I'm in LA vacationing.
When I saw the TMZ video, I looked over and it was my daughter Dominique.
And she ain't even looking at the camera.
She was very unrecognizable because how her hair was and she was all tattooed up.
Damn.
So I could see it was in Beverly Hills, and I just put two and two together that that's probably where she's staying. So I spoke with the producers because I was already coming to LA to do.
Girl, her that's Dominique right motherfucking there. Bitch, you talking about you vacation. This too much.
To locate my daughter.
Oh, I'm finna go get mine. If I was her, I would do the same thing. I'm finna go get mine. She seemed definitely zoned out, and she not even looking at the camera.
He always have her staying at the same hotels. So that's where I'm gonna go.
Think about how that would make you feel as a parent, though. Like, damn, did I feel you that bad to the point where you done let this nigga manipulate? Like, where did I go? I would feel like, where did I go wrong?
Walking down the street.
You see what I'm saying?
You can never raise a mother. Never. When they sick, we take care of them. You never know that. That's a mother. Not saying fathers don't do it. But
Yeah, you
guess
could
what?
tell.
I did all that. So you can never replace that. One of the things she told me never to give up. So me coming to LA.
I'd probably blame myself too. Like, she looks scared as hell.
I'm not giving up. I'm not.
First off, she got tattoos all on her arm. Her hair is cut short. Are you joking me? Like, you got this girl dressed like a boy. And I don't know if she's tomboyish. She might be gay. I don't know if she's gay or she's tomboyish or whatever the old boy say. He got her dressing like a boy. That is just fucked up. It's on Lifetime. I wonder what her and Jocelyn ass be talking about. Shit. Jocelyn about lost in a girl.
Anything goes in Old El Paso. Prestige creams not living up to the hype. One jar shatters the
Hey, girl.
Olay Regenerist hydrates skin better than creams costing over $100, $200, and even $400.
I mean, what was she gonna do? Like she said, her daughter was 20 when she found out. Like, oh, her daughter said she wanted to move to Atlanta with R. Kelly. Her daughter was already grown. She's 21, 22. There's nothing really you can do with no 21, 22-year-old. Like, you can't be like, oh, you ain't going. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't nothing I can do. You do what you want to do. But at the end of the day, it's like she said, all you can really do is pray and be like, oh, I hope she snap out of it. But that girl grown. She was grown at that point. You got some control when they underage, but you grown as fuck. You gonna do what you want to do. But at the end of the day, like, I still be trying to save my kid. Girl, I cannot believe that's her. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And that was by the grace of God that her mama saw her on that on TMZ with the other girl. Her ass out of it too, talking about she vacationing. Y'all need to get. You need to put his ass underneath the jail. Underneath it. Girl, she gonna find her. You ain't see the end of the preview? Hold on. You ain't see the end of the preview? I don't know. I know Q just FaceTimed me. He probably fantasizing like she is a boy. Ugh. He probably did change her name to D or some shit like that. Yeah, he did stage for them to go out. So she took him out. I'm just out here vacationing. R. Kelly is somewhere. I'm out here. Girl, go ahead. I would have did the exact same thing her mama did. Found the fuck out of her, period.
The 2010 performance, the epic soul extravaganza, he definitely is attempting to come back. He was making also a plea to black adults. That's why I think he did the 50 thing. When I watched it, it was an incredibly calculated performance, and the messaging of it is really interesting in light of where he was in his career.
What did he do?
I'm not being a youthful pop star. I'm your guy. I'm part of everything you are.
He dropped Love Letter. And that record didn't do very well either. It did better than Untitled, but when you're looking at like the breadth of his work, it paled in comparison. And still, he's still, working in the industry. I mean, R. Kelly wrote most of the songs for the Sparkle soundtrack.
It's too much.
He did a song for Whitney Houston, I Look to You, which did fairly well for her.
R. Kelly, with his genius, wrote this song for me many years ago. Spiritually, it connected with me very much.
By the time Whitney Houston died, his reputation is pretty bad. I don't know about the sex tape. A lot of stuff about the abuse of women is coming out pretty consistent. So for him to even be at Whitney's funeral is kind of like, I'm sure some people were very upset about that. He seems nervous when he gets up there because maybe he's even aware of the enormity of what he's doing and how...
I don't want your ass at my funeral.
How many people are judging him in their audience?
You sound like you can't sing.
And yet he wins the crowd because of the purity of his emotion. And you see the pastors who stand up during the song to sort of accept his testimony. And it's very powerful. What love it with you?
Ain't nothing powerful about that for me.
When he has these moments, it elevates him to a status in our community that really is protected.
Ugly ass.
Our society tends to compartmentalize
Exactly.
things we don't want to look at.
I hope you do most of the tutorials to show them all.
Magnifies and glorifies the things that we do.
Yeah, I'll do some tutorials on it. I just ain't had the time. So, but I will. So you'll be able to see like how I use the glitters. If you don't know, I launched glitters today. It's 4 different glitters. They are so gorgeous. So go on the website and check them out at lashlord.co. Sing it when if you know he wrote the song. I'll look to you.
We don't want to let go
Girl,
of
bye.
our music because it means let go of all of that catalog of music and the memories that go along with it. Whether you sang I Believe I Can Fly at your graduation or you stepped in the name of love at your wedding.
I'm not singing no, I wish. Thank you. I'm gonna have some natural lashes for you. I'm getting it together, so yeah, I will be launching natural lashes. We're gonna be all right. Okay. I know it took me a little minute, but yeah, they coming.
But now it's like we have gone from
They coming.
that could be dismissed.
They just want to bring him down and kill his image.
To stories about women who are being kept.
They just want to bring him down and kill his image. Okay. Exactly.
In my heart, I know she's there, and I know she's there. My plan is just to go into the hotel and just basically, this Mother's Day weekend, and say, can you have her come down as a package?
Someone staying there.
No, it wasn't no garden there. How did he get to LA not to find my daughter? That's your question. So I saw this black guy outside, like maybe a doorman or something, and I described Dominique to him. And he said, try the one across the street. And I did not know it was a whole another hotel of the same name across the street.
Hold on, bitch. This too much.
Back in 2011, I was a radio VJ in Dallas, and I had met R. Kelly at an after party while he was on the Love Letter tour. I proceeded to introduce myself and let him know that I was from the radio station. Proceeded to ask me how old I was, told him I was in my 30s.
This the oldest woman he ever dealt with.
He just kind of sized me up a little bit from head to toe, like what I looked like. And we were just kind of shaking hands really slow, and that's when he slipped me the phone number. Long distance was a hard thing for both of us, so quit my job.
He trying to find another one to marry.
To Chicago.
Exactly. Kitty. After all that shit we heard.
Because I loved him, it was a two-way thing. Rob absolutely told me that he loved me all the time.
But they say he acted so sweet in the beginning, and then he started to turn for the worse. So.
And a friend of mine said, you know, have you ever watched the sex tape? And I was furious with her, and I felt disrespected because at this point, this is my boyfriend. Not only that, I just felt like if you have respect for me, you wouldn't be bringing up something.
People get mad when you talk about their nigga.
And I always make fun of him over. I'm offended as well.
They get mad.
My curiosity just kind of got the best of me, and I Googled it. And when I saw the images, the images were.
I don't know. I think so.
The same girl that he introduced me to. A couple weeks before, I knew immediately it was the same woman.
She got introduced to a girl that was in the movie. I mean, in the sex tape.
Something all at the same time. It was just a bunch of emotions coming over me. Like, am I really with someone that did this?
She did not just say. Okay, I understand what y'all saying. Whatever, she was too old. I know she did not just say. She met the damn girl that's in the sex tape. Sparkle niece. Girl, go ahead. Go ahead. I don't even give a damn that she's 33 no more. And at 33, you got some rationale, man. So I mean, if R. Kelly approached me before this even came out, it was gonna be a no, okay? And that's her. You got me fucked up. So, but she probably, just like everybody else, oh no, they wasn't lying. You see what I'm saying? That what they trying to say is the black community, like, he's looked at a certain way in the black community, and no matter what, just like right now, this is being aired on TV, and people are still like, I don't care, I'm still gonna listen to him, I still go to his concerts, I still do this, I don't care, or whatever, I don't believe he did it. It's people that's still saying that. So them be the same motherfuckers that be in the same predicament at 43. So we can't even be like, oh, the bitch 33, so she should have knew better, because people be trying to give people the benefit of the doubt. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't think, no, he ain't go to jail for it or whatever, however she felt about it in that moment. Girl, this shit is crazy.
Think only specialty stores have what's new. Olay has the
Crystal, have you been watching the series? Yes or no? Because I'm not finna be sitting here explaining all that.
and brightening eye cream. Only by Olay.
I don't know what song he released, but I ain't listening to none of it. That's what I'm telling you. And who want to listen to him anyway? I'm not listening to his ass. So no way. If this didn't come out, I don't want to listen to him.
I was very upset.
Who did her makeup? Because it's show running.
My friend said
She did it herself, the eyeshadow.
something like that. I didn't want him to know that I went
I ain't trying to look bogus.
So he didn't think that I went looking for a tape, the tape that he went.
One of my friends said that shit to me, and I was just listening to her like, oh, okay.
Like, saying things.
Separate the artist from the art.
Before. Like, bitch, don't ever accuse me of something like that ever again. And who are you listening to? Get your ass back. I'm picking you up. Things like that. And I was just scared. He beat me in the car when I got back. That was the first time he was very physical. Not only
Now, if a nigga tell me,
myself,
I'm gon'
protect him too because now I love him. And now he knows.
don't ever say no shit like that to me again. I'ma beat your ass. Why would I go back to the house?
I'm not gonna tell anybody.
Help me understand. Can somebody help me understand in the audience?
On the inside, I was like, who am I dealing with? Like, who is this person that I'm laying down with? Is he doing this secretly?
You 33. See, I don't like to say. You just said that he told you, bitch, who you been talking to? I'ma beat your ass. Get back here now, or some shit like that. And you took your ass back to the house. Girl.
And I just kept telling him I was sorry and that I wasn't accusing him of anything and that I didn't believe it. At this point, there's no turning back, and I wanted to make it work by all means. But he would beat me when he was upset with me.
He said, I'ma beat your ass. Get back to this house. And you took your ass back to the house. That's the part I'm stuck on. That don't mean, it's a no, ma'am.
Let me put this out here and see if she is comfortable with that.
If a nigga tell me, I'ma beat your ass, get back to this house, you think I'm finna go back over there?
You had to ask for your food. I was not allowed by Rob to watch TV back then. Dance Moms was a show that he would look at, ironically, with little girls dancing or whatever, but I never saw any reality shows on VH1 or anything that was negative or might have anything that would, I guess, pertain to him or put any negative thoughts.
The perpetrator might.
Unless I'm going back with my family to beat his ass.
It's easier for
Period.
to abuse sexually, physically, financially, emotionally, abuse an individual when that individual is separated from their family. When that individual doesn't have resources, he or she can
This man fine.
do whatever he or she wants. That
The therapist.
the victim often.
No, that ain't got nothing to do with it. He made all his women ask for food. 33 and all, that ain't really had nothing to do with that.
What does it mean to be in trouble?
You gotta ask for everything that you do in the house.
Being in trouble with Bob would mean being confined to a room for several days, being confined on the tour bus for several days, having their devices taken, cell phones taken away, and even being spanked.
Being on punishment could be either you're not getting food or you took a beating and he's not talking to you. It was just a molding and shaping me into this person, and then once
He
I
running.
realized this is what it's become.
He talking to y'all like y'all his kids.
later I'm in it.
Girl.
Because when you talk about it, you realize how sick and twisted it really was. And when I first met those girls,
You sound like a gay man.
my first response to myself was, these bitches are crazy, because I saw them jump up and kiss him one behind the other, and I knew what was going on behind closed doors as far as them not getting to eat when they wanted to, not being able to move around, until I started to not just look at the situation, but I started following
And
he kind of reeled me back in by asking me to go be the cage girl. Made me feel special that, okay, this is us working on the relationship, some of the promises that he made before, you know, me even moving or making up my mind to move. So we practiced that. The lights were going to go dim, and then the spotlight would be on me with him on his knees singing to me. And then he opens my legs and goes down on me while I'm in the seats.
He did this 30 years ago. He was on stage at the Essence Festival. Same act with the bed, grabbing his crotch, all of that.
Look at Tom Jordan. I ain't seen Tom in a minute.
We would run up to the stage together, and then one of the guys would hand me a fake contract, and then I would be looking at it like, oh my God, I'm about to sign this to let him do what he wants with me. And
What?
I just remember him saying, this is what I'm going to have you do when we get home. Make up a contract so I can protect myself.
He does make the girls write statements with false accusations against themselves, either saying that they stole something from him, or that their parents stole something from him, or even that the parents tried to bribe him or something of that sort.
What the fuck?
All the false statements, some type of insurance. And I would even say, in addition to the statements, the fact that
Kitty look. I don't know.
that they do when they are being sexual with him, I see the videos again, something that he can hold against them, or hold up there.
Tour ended middle of December of 2012. He introduced me sometime in February, and my life just got turned upside down after that. Sexually, it was always one or two girls. At the most, it was 3. I just had to block it all out, you know?
Kitty, why would you still sitting up in there?
Part of it is just so humiliating and degrading, and it makes you feel like if you say no, like what the consequences are going to be. I was preparing for the Black Penny's album mailing, and my last straw was being starved. I think I was going on day 3. I hadn't eaten the whole day, and I just remember glancing over at him and just making like a subtle movement, and he said, "Don't stare at me while I effing eat." And I said, "I'm not staring at you." Like, I had no fear of him anymore. It was just starting to build up, and I just started thinking of ways to, like, either end my life or end his.
It's difficult for people who aren't in these contexts to understand, well, why wouldn't she just leave? Why wouldn't she just...
I think she didn't have no, like, she still was a victim at the end of the day. We can look at the fact that she's 33, but the part that's pissing me off about all this, I know he did the same thing to everybody else, okay? The part that's pissing me off is you took your ass back to that house when that nigga said, "Bitch, what are you talking about? I'm gonna beat your ass. Get back to this house." You took your ass back to the house. I still can't understand.
Even though
Like,
all this happened
how could...
for me to leave.
What type of love do you have for yourself for you to take your ass back to the house? What are you going through mentally for you to take your ass back to the house?
To me getting to the airport. I didn't want to go.
You want to go where?
I was afraid of what I was going to have to face when I got home. Because I was so scared of what people were going to say and think, and how they were going to judge me, and like, what happened? Why are you back?
The number of times a domestic violence survivor leaves is between 7 and 10 times before they permanently leave. And that is because of the power and control that...
I mean, we can't just say that, though. I don't feel like... I mean, I ain't bashing her about none of shit like that. Because she's a victim at the end of the day.
It was so scary. I remember trying to call him and text, and I kept telling myself, if he picks the phone up, I'm going back. Because I wasn't ready like I thought I was.
Girl, that's some sick shit right there. That's some sick shit. If he picked the phone up, I'm going back.
Now you get to be a mother all this long, not to be a detective.
Girl, they about to go get Dominique.
He was like, I'm gonna take you to her room. I was like, oh my God. So I was getting nervous. Like I don't have no words because it's just overwhelming.
I'm going to get mine. You hear what I'm saying? This shit about to make me cry. And I'm going for everybody's throat that's up in here. Watch, they're going to have to open the door. And then they're going to go, girl.
Something old. Something new. Something borrowed. Something new. Select games, now just $99.
Bitch.
Only at David's Bridal.
I'm going for my daughter, period.
Honey, I respect that, but that cough looks pretty bad. Try this new Robitussin, honey. The real honey you love, plus the powerful...
The part that's pissing me off about Kitty is he told you he's gonna beat your ass and you decide. I ain't never been to that fucked up. Like, just sit back, y'all, and thoroughly think about how fucked up you have to be in the mind, or like not really give a fuck about yourself, or like mentally where you have to be for a man to tell you, when you come back here, I'm gonna beat your ass. Don't ever say no shit like that to me again. And then you go back there. Like, where do you have to be at mentally? We already knew she wasn't in the right mind, period. We can say that, oh, she's 33. But we already knew she kind of wasn't in the right mind because she still didn't feel like she could even leave him. Like, she didn't even feel like, oh, I'm at the airport. I want to go ahead and leave him. I can. She's still like, oh, well, if he pick up the phone, I'm going to go back. Where are you at mentally? Like, hold on, you talking about Kitty? When he would have said, and then he R. Kelly, so she probably, you like somebody had said, she probably was, you had to have low self-esteem. You had to be like fucked up in the head or not even have no love for your fucking self, because anybody in their right mind is going to be like, this nigga say he gonna beat my ass. I'm not finna go see if he gonna beat my ass. Like, oh, let me see if he playing or not. No. And I never been in a predicament like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, but I had a situation where I used to talk to this guy. He was a hood guy. He was crazy as hell. And he used to go, like, he used to be crazy. So one time he like, I'm gonna beat your ass. But we in the car together. I'm finna grab the wheel of the car. I'm finna do this. I'm gonna knock the shit out of you. I just told his ass, make it a good one, bitch, because you going to jail. You going to prison after this. You going to have to kill me dead. I'm gonna tell you that now. But if he would have said, come on over here, I'm about to beat your ass, he would have had me fucked up. You see what I'm saying? Well, my brother would have been over there beating your ass. Period. You know, there's a difference when you in another nigga face and he get to acting crazy. Yeah, she was caught up in being his girlfriend. Hold on. Who is these people? Y'all should have took Joyce and them daddy up there.
You ready to suggest you understand, younger? You don't understand. You don't understand.
Girl, I'm about to cry.
Oh my God. My baby, God is real.
Girl.
Any man that don't let their mother see their child see their mother, and she's still living, he ain't got no heart.
See, I wouldn't have begged you. I would have pulled your ass up out of there. See, I'm a different.
And she said she just her daughter was at the wrong.
Things that can support girls and women.
Get your motherfucking. Get your motherfucking. What no B don't do this to me? Come on home. I don't give a fuck who in here.
She has her own identity, that she's cared for, that she's loved.
Shit, get your ass.
Put out media blasts in different ways, reminding the girls that they're loved. And the hope is that something will get through.
Yes, it was. That's Dominique, girl. She dressed like a stud now.
Will be questioning her current situation, may reach out, may do a Google search and find a YouTube video of a message from her parent.
Hold on. Okay. Alex, you want to talk to me? I gotta go. Bye.
Girl.
Hello. Okay. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry, okay?
Feel like she was happy to see you.
She couldn't show no emotion, probably. No on the phone. Wish I could have put no speaker. She cried like a little girl just hurting for her mommy.
Bring your ass down these stairs.
How can I come back, please? She said, yes, Mama, come back at 6.
Shit, all that get your motherfucking ass in this car. This one, and you ain't going back. I'm probably. Girl, this too much. Hold on.
Our daughter, met Kelly, at a concert in Orlando that we all went to.
Hold on now.
He actually pulled her out the crowd on stage. Ezreal was 17. We had no idea that she was going through some personal thing.
Oh, her mama hair sharp.
You know,
Who did that?
and
Oh, say, can you see?
she's a remarkable singer. Actually had been singing since she was about 5 or 6. But singing kind of like professionally since she was about 8. She's been in so many different contests, shows, won so many awards. That was her thing.
I'm thinking why she haven't brought her ass downstairs. She probably trying to, cause oh girl, she don't probably want Jocelyn to call R. Kelly or say nothing to nobody.
Look like young lady.
One of the girls he got with him.
When R. Kelly picked my daughter to go up on stage, they danced, and it was a bunch of young ladies he picked out. Everybody knew R. Kelly's background was female. You know, you kind of suppressed the thought.
He's never been found guilty of any of the charges.
No, fuck what you talking about. You're not finna be around my kids.
You know, from
Ain't give a damn what you from. They thought you did it. Get your ass off the stage. You're not getting up there.
because people make accusations.
Okay.
I
You're not getting up on the stage. I'll tell you that now. 17 and all, you're not.
My daughter gonna be different. I'm right here with her mom right here with her. So I was, me being a father, a protective father, I'm okay with it because I don't think none of this could happen to me. Then the way they had the exit was through the back. During that time, we was waiting, kind of getting a little nervous. Went to the corner where the VIP was, and then that's where she exited from the back side of the stage. Told us that he asked her to hear us sing. He liked it, so he gave her a number to contact him.
Adrielle was in the 9th grade. We didn't find out right away, but she was secretly, I guess, calling him and texting him and talking to him on the phone. One day, the time that she's supposed to get home, I called and she wasn't home yet. Finally, we get a phone call. She finally called me and said, "Oh, I'm at a hotel in Kissimmee meeting with R. Kelly." How and why did this happen? I was really shocked.
Oh my God, girl.
Change will come. But this hair color thing, I've got that figured out.
Garnier Nutrice, the #1 nourishing color cream with avocado, olive, and shea oils. Nourishes wild color for the rich color you expect. Join the millions who have chosen Nutrice.
Nourished hair, better color.
You at the hotel meeting with R. Kelly. I ain't saying no man go to school, but have good sense. That's what the real tea is.
Hey, buddy, we'd love some help with laundry. Here's how you do it. Spray and scrub.
He was never found convicted. Get your ass off that stage, dance with him.
Wash the really dirty clothes separately. Remember, hard work builds character.
New Tide Pods with upgraded 3-in-1 technology unleash a foolproof clean in one step.
Oh, he did the laundry.
He need to go he need to be underneath that fucking jail, girl. I cannot.
For a powerful clean in
It's
one
disturbing.
step, it's got to be Tide.
I use this every day. But his best soap is clean rinsing. It's Dove.
My soap's still leaving plenty of things behind. But Dove is cleaner.
My thing is, the nigga songs is about having sex. You're not going. This what I'm trying to tell you. 17, you're not going. You're not going unless you snuck there by yourself. You're not going, and I'm going there with you. This nigga talking about ain't nothing wrong with a little butt. You're not going. You're not going. And when he would have called you up on the stage, you still wasn't getting up on the stage. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You wasn't getting up on the stage and dancing with him no type of way. And I don't give a damn if he was found to like young girls and all. You still not getting up there at 17. It could have been anybody.
She finally called me and said, "Oh, I'm at a hotel."
Girl, I don't know.
Meeting with R. Kelly. And the first thing I thought was I had to get work right now. I called my husband and he was at work and he said, "I'm on my way too." He left work. That's a grown man, and I've heard of the allegations in the past about him, so it kind of freaked me out because I'm thinking she's never done anything without us. Why would R. Kelly as a man want to meet our daughter by herself?
Why would she even go without one of us? And we told her from the beginning when she got it.
Exactly.
Around him, no, by yourself. You always got to be one of us. As I get to the hotel, I see her car, and then I see it's 2 of us, so I know she was at the hotel. So I was kind of relieved that, okay, she is here.
So we go inside the hotel, asking for R. Kelly room. They were saying there was no such guest there, and we're like, okay, we know there's a guest there because his tour bus is outside, my little car is out there, and we need our daughter to come down. She's a minor. So they got to his security to come, and because we were actually going through the building, knocking on doors, they told us we couldn't do that. So basically, he came and said, yes, we do have him here. We were trying to find out what room, locate your daughter, and could you be patient and just let us, find out what was going on? Because apparently he had like 2 floors or something of the room.
He got 2 floors of rooms.
And she was with R. Kelly in the room alone.
She was auditioning, is the word. She was auditioning for him. And so we said, no.
Audition like how?
He needs to come down. Well, eventually Adrielle came down. He never came down.
She went to the whole spill, hey, we messed it was a real interview, and why would you come down?
Audrey, I will fuck you up. Okay, this is gonna take. I would have beat her ass. I'm not even gonna lie to you. At 17, you would have got your ass beat.
My career, y'all hold back, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe it was that. You know, and maybe it was an interview, but she should have called us.
I believe that R. Kelly thinks that he's invincible.
He does think he invisible. You ain't auditioning. Exactly. You're not auditioning in a hotel room. I will punch this stupid ass in the face. Get your ass in the car. Matter of fact, and you ain't going nowhere else till you get grown. That's what I'm saying.
No one's been able to touch him at all.
We're riding home. Azrael was basically saying how R. Kelly is like a musical genius and he could possibly help her.
Ever. It's crazy how you don't believe something to that shit.
She went home and researched him and all his music, all the songwriters, like all the songs.
I'd have beat her ass at the hotel. Off rip. Right there. Beat your ass.
So she was just like,
hey.
Amped. She was excited. She thought this was her break. We were like, you need to get R. Kelly on the phone. And so then we had a conversation with him that first we were not happy with what just had taken place, and that should not have transpired without one of her parents being present.
And I asked him, you know, is this how you conduct business? He was like, nah, he was leaving. You know, he thought it was okay, as yo had assured us that, you know, it wouldn't be a problem if she came over there and did the interview now, and we were supposed to meet him over there.
He told her, like, basically, for you to do anything else with him, she cannot be with him by herself. Honestly, I didn't think it was a good fit. I didn't want to have any part of it. But Azrael actually pressed us. She made...
This shit make my stomach hurt.
About if he didn't, you know, let her do this, what she would do. And now looking back at it, it was very interesting.
It was a plot. It was that's a strategy.
What up, though?
I'm still gonna be my dad. She said go at 6, but I'm gonna go down because I just need to know I'm just anxious and I just can't wait till 6.
How are you feeling right now?
Exactly. Nervous. All over again like 5 or 6 hours ago when we first went to the door. But God didn't leave me here and He didn't take it away. Got come too close.
Michelle called the police saying that that's not her mama. Jocelyn probably heard her in there.
I use this every day. But its best soap is clean rinsing. It's Dove.
What the fuck?
My soap's
Girl, go ahead. I can't.
But Dove is cleaner rinsing. My soap, Dove.
I think Jocelyn has probably called the police and told her to say that. Because did y'all see that? You saw the preview. Y'all saw the preview when she came outside. So she gonna come outside. This just to hype y'all up for the documentary. That's all. Why she gonna come out?
Taste it, love it, and repeat. With a wide variety.
Yeah, I ain't finna get hype over that.
On the menu each week, you can always choose what's right for you. Go to HelloFresh.com and use code TV80 to get $80 off. HelloFresh, get cooking.
Look how crazy she was looking at the door though. When her mama got there and the mama opened the door, look how crazy she was looking at the door.
And if I can get comfortable keeping this ticket safe and protected, you
Girl, I'm not confused because everybody's gonna come outside.
Introducing Spectrum Mobile.
They gotta make it more intense for TV, girl.
LTE cellular network with plans designed to save you money. Unlimited talk and text included for free. Just pay for the data you use, only $14 per gig. Or choose an unlimited data plan and save up to 40% on the
I'm pretty sure, I think Jocelyn probably heard her talking to her mama or something like that and probably told her to call the police, or she called the police, or Jocelyn called the police. I bet you.
Got directions to the nightclub here, and if you get lost, just hit me on the old horn.
Tom's my best friend, but ever since he bought a new house,
It's a $10 cover. Oh, okay. See that on the website?
he's been acting more and more like his dad.
Come on, guys. offers for me and the boys, please? I've been saving a lot of money with Progressive lately, so.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
I don't know. She a victim at the end of the day too. Who knows? Cause that is kind of weird. She like it's somebody else in here, so y'all in the room together, and he normally don't have people in the room together. And why y'all just staying at these hotels? And where is he at? Exactly. Girl.
I came back to the hotel. They said you come police. I know it wasn't you.
I see it was her.
Pardon me. They said the police came and everything. They said somebody kept calling. He could be lying. I don't know.
Told you.
She didn't see me. She hung up. Damn, money could buy anyone. Okay. I was gonna get ugly, but I ain't leaving this damn hotel.
Cause I'll be the bitch your ass on today. Do you hear me? Jocelyn is the one. Y'all see, y'all gotta keep up with the story. Nah, I can't. You gotta Google who Jocelyn Savage is. So like, I'm the docu-series dog. I'm lost. Y'all gotta watch it from the beginning. Y'all must have had the same kid with my like.
To the bathroom, I waited about 10 or 15 minutes.
I'm trying to like her mama when I get grown. Grown.
She gave me with a book bag, a white beater, some shorts, and some flip-flops with some socks on and a backpack, and that's all she had. And we ran out of there like the master was coming for us. And Gary said she loved you so much. No, I don't. She don't want that. No, tell her to put the camera over there.
Girl. Ooh.
You're brave, okay? Look at me. Look at me. Brave. You're so brave. You're so beautiful. This is God. You know that, right? You know that, right? Look at me. Look at me. You know that was God. You didn't even think I would come for you, did you? Did you? I'm happy for you. Look, this the best. I know I love you too. But you did good, baby.
Girl, this.
The best fruit. They have a newborn baby and the doctor gave me away. Did you care for the hell?
Girl. Jocelyn is the one that told.
Crack, Cameron, and R. Kelly. And she was trying to fight that drug. She have seen some stuff. She done did some stuff. And I believe that he have said some things to even maybe try to come harm her families or all the girls' family. She don't understand how many people love her. But his sick ass always make them think that nobody loves you but him. And I told her when nothing gonna ever happen to her. And I meant that.
Damn, bro. Why I keep on changing our jelly? Yeah, good job for her, because I would have been did the same thing.
Between R. Kelly and Robert. R. Kelly is this fun, laughing, loving guy. But Robert is the devil.
She fell in love with someone that is a predator. It's heartbreaking. This man is a monster. That's what he is.
I'm gonna call the police and tell them you kidnapped my sister.
This can't keep going on. You need to see the effects of your behavior. He's proving that he's never going to take responsibility for his actions.
That's a predator that's telling y'all, I'm gonna get these girls to do what I want them to do, when I want them to do.
And so we decided to protest.
He needs to worry about righting his wrongs, period. I hope Robert is trying to get his sins together. Whatever's in the
Because if he never convicted, yeah, whatever in the dirt, I'm going to come to the light. He going to have hell to pay, baby. I'm proud of Dominique, too. I knew she... What did I tell y'all? See, I know about TV. I knew she did not call the police on her mama. I knew she didn't. Jocelyn has called the police on her mama, or she told, like, somebody came to the door. I think it was Nika. She heard whatever she heard, and she probably texted whoever she texted, and then what you call it. But that's just weird because they said they always be separated from each other. So how y'all in the room together?
My name is Timothy Savage. Stockholm Syndrome. That's what my daughter has right now.
Never been feeling hostage or anything like that.
Never been feeling hostage.
We still haven't seen our daughter. Hey, John Flynn.
When I saw the TMZ video, I looked over and it was my daughter Dominique. I just put two and two together.
And she looked out of it. Her eyes ain't even focusing on the camera.
Too damn close. I'm this far.
He beat me in the car, he was slapping me repeatedly, and I just started thinking of ways to, like, end my life or end his.
Our daughter met R. Kelly at a concert in Orlando.
R. Kelly picked my daughter Asriel to go up on stage. I know his background, but I'm right here with her. Her mind right here. None of this could happen to me.
One day, we get a phone call. Oh, I'm at a hotel with R. Kelly.
Oh my God, bro. I'm glad she didn't take no for an answer either, because I wouldn't have taken no for an answer.
R. Kelly expressed his interest in working with Asriel to possibly further her music career. And he wanted to be her mentor. Honestly, I didn't think it was a good fit. I didn't want to have any part of it. But Asriel pressed us. She made threats if we didn't, let her do this. We told her, like, basically, for you to do anything else with him, she cannot be with him by herself.
What kind of threat you made at 17?
To different cities, but one of us was always in attendance. Either myself, my husband, my son, or my oldest daughter, Isis.
Asriel and I arranged for me to go to Chicago, and I was supposed to stay for about a month or two. But when I got out there, it wasn't what Asriel made it to be, nor him, R. Kelly. Some driver picked me up. We went to the studio, and we sitting in there, and he making music, and he spoke to me, hey, Isis, it was cool at first. But Asriel made it to be like she could go places, she could do things. We couldn't do nothing. She couldn't walk out the room without calling R. Kelly. It was all about what R. Kelly wanted. Finally, I went and walked out to go get me something to eat. She was just like, you can't, you have to come back, R. Kelly's gonna get us. Get us? No, he's not gonna get us because I'm a grown-ass woman. She was like, no, you just have to call him and let him know.
No, ma'am.
I'm not gonna keep picking up the phone and calling R. Kelly. He ain't my daddy. My daddy's in Florida. When I woke up in the morning, she wasn't there. So I was like, okay, he must have came and got her. I was calling Asriel, no answer. I know where the studio is. I walked to the studio and I walked in. R. Kelly's nephew was there. He said, oh, they left. And I was like, they left? He was like, yeah. And I was like, why? You know, where's my sister? Like, I don't know why we believe in my sister. I'm here. So I started yelling and I started cussing. I was like, somebody did bring my sister out here. And my sister came out and she was like, what's wrong? What's going on? I was like, we're leaving. Like, we're leaving. Let's go. I started dragging my sister out of the studio. And then R. Kelly's pulling my sister too, and I'm pulling her too. I'm
What the
telling R. Kelly, I'm
fuck?
gonna call the police and tell them you kidnapped my sister. Period.
What the fuck?
R. Kelly told his security to make me disappear. They pinned me down, carried me out. They pulled up in the back of an alley at McDonald's. I was shoved out, didn't know where I was, and they was like, if you say anything, your sister won't make it out alive, or your family.
What the fuck?
My daughter Isis called back home. She was like, nah, Ed, you know, she want to be up here, but we need to leave.
My parents, they had to get me another room because I told them I didn't feel safe, but they didn't know what was going on. Because they said, don't mention anything about it, or your sister won't make it out alive.
So your parents didn't know that this situation had happened?
No, I didn't tell them.
The phone call took me back like something happened. So me and him flew up the next day.
Once we flew to Chicago, we talked to R. Kelly, and he explained everything that was going on. It wasn't like our oldest daughter, Isis, thought, as we all assured us, Dad, it wasn't like that, I promise you.
Even Isis downplayed it once we got there. Like, it wasn't that serious. Maybe I just was over the top with it.
Okay, baby, this, you know, my daughter.
So she didn't want y'all to get killed or nothing.
We all got eyes on them now, so we feeling safe that she there.
At this point, Ezreal was getting ready to start her senior year in school.
Before we left Chicago, he mentioned that Ezreal would need to fully commit so that he can hurry up and get something done for her, but he was going to do it as he's torn. And I told her that she can't go without having somebody with her, so if somebody would be with her, we fine.
So R. Kelly said that he would actually have someone from the record label be a guardian over her, that we can talk to make sure she's, you know, doing her schooling, that whenever she need to get home for something, she would get home. Whatever the case may be, it would be a female. So that's what we had agreed to.
What?
We actually signed it. We were on the phone with him at this point on a regular basis. So we seemed like everything was okay at that point.
It seems that part of what he was selling is, I'm a star and I can make you a star. If you know the story of Pied Piper, Pied Piper was a musician, you know, who led a bunch of kids out of a village via music, never to be seen again. And I just thought that was insane. You know, I think that was his middle finger to the law. So he was like, yeah, I'm untouchable.
Hi,
He
Melly.
called himself the Teflon Don. He called himself the Pied Piper. And, you know, from what we see, he hasn't stopped leading young girls out of villages via music ever since.
So you work really hard to be seen as this benevolent public figure, but in your private life, there are these things that you're doing that you don't want the public to know. So
You talking about he was gonna have a
conflict within a person that can then look like anger outbursts. Somebody can be really relaxed and happy. Somebody can be really angry 1 minute. And so that's how I kind of best understand that, you know, people saying, well, there are many different sides of this person, and we're not sure what we're going to get.
Yo, what's up, you guys? It's your boy, Kales, man. I just wanted to break some things down and talk to you guys just to clear some things up. I've been getting a lot of slack from, you know, people about, you know, my album or, you know, my career and things like that. Real talk. We have got to support each other, man. Quit playing, you know what I'm saying? I've done all of the shows there is to do.
He look crazy.
I've done all of the promotions. My company's not getting behind this album, the Buffet album, you know. But I tell you, you know, none of that to me matters. None of that matters, you know, because at the end of the day, it's really about us coming together.
He did the Huffington Post interview, and the interviewer asked him questions about the girls, and he did not want to answer the questions.
Would
would you say that you have a healthy relationship with sex and that is reflected musically?
I would have to say.
No, he can't read.
I did not come here to get interrogated. I didn't come here for a deposition. You know what a deposition is?
I'm very aware of what a deposition is. I'm asking you about your music. I asked about your music.
This sounds sort of like a deposition.
What do you say to
He's so lame.
multiple fans, the many fans who are watching and listening that say there have been multiple accusations against you, against young women in Chicago, and they are concerned about your past and that's impacting them from purchasing your music sales?
All. It doesn't matter who they are. If they hate me, they love me, they want to destroy me, whatever, I love them all. And I love you too.
Don't love me.
Any of your love, sir.
With your ugly ass.
Give me your love. I just wanted to ask a question. I have a video question for you from a fan of you.
Video questions for me because this interview is over.
Okay, thank you very much for coming to our first. I'm not answering.
So he was very upset about
That outfit ugly. You look like granddaddy.
He just wanted to vent. He was blaming different people on staff about the way the interview turned out. That was the time that he actually wanted to know what was being said about the interview. R. Kelly can read,
He is.
but he has difficulties reading certain words, and of course no one would tell him the truth.
Were you one of the people that was lying to him?
I was one of the people
Thank you, Lisa.
about what was being said online.
Thank you. That means a lot to me.
Azriel turned 18,
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
and that is when all hell broke loose.
My phone was going straight to voicemail.
Everything changed, and we stopped hearing from her. At that point, she's 18. She can do what she wants. I can't make her go anywhere.
So my daughter Isis finally told us the truth.
We talked to her, like, this came out months later, and she was crying. She was very upset and distraught when she was telling us about the incident at the studio. When she was going through the different rooms looking for Azriel.
She knocked on every one of the doors. There was girls and stuff in other rooms, but like they couldn't talk. They wouldn't say anything.
She noticed buckets in the corner of every room, and she said that it looked like they were using the buckets to use the bathroom in.
What the
Why do you
fuck?
go from being able to use your own bathroom to going in a room and you have to pee in the corner? You have to pee in a pitcher. Then whenever he tell you can go and dump the piss, you can go dump it. Why do you think your daughter Isis changed her story?
Girl, this too much.
He had threatened her and us, and
You know, he can make it bad for your family and maybe your mom and your father and this and that. So I could see her taking that in consideration, think she looking out for us, you know, saving her parents. But I wish she wouldn't have. I wish she would have told me right then and there, you know.
so Azriel was with him.
You know, we're very close-knit family. We're very open. So she could have talked to us about anything. So for her to leave her family was mind-blowing for us.
That's sad,
I
bro.
called the number that I had for her 3-4 times a day. I don't get an answer, don't get a reply. I text. When you have a child that's lost and passed away, you know they're gone. Like, you're never going to see them again. But this is a little bit different because I know she's somewhere. It's just that he won't allow her to talk to me. She fell in love with someone that is a predator. It's heartbreaking.
What the hell, girl?
Change will come.
Who you talking about when I said R. Kelly look like granddaddy? That's exactly what he looked like. Ugh. You gonna call yourself getting an attitude on that interview? Like, you gonna get your ass on, boy? And if I was that journalist, I would have did the same thing. I would have been asking him all them questions because we need to know, how the fuck do you feel about your people saying this stuff about you? How do you feel? I ain't blaming it on nobody at the end of the day. We all make mistakes. Some mistakes are bigger than others. Thank you. But your ass wouldn't have been up on that. Thank you. You wouldn't have been up on that stage at 17, period. You're not getting up there. That's what I'm telling. I would have put your ass right back down. That's what I'm saying. When you're underage, I got control over that. And what I'm telling you is, you wouldn't have never got no number, none of that. Like, and like y'all said, a lot of y'all are like, that fool look fake at the Riley's commercial. But a lot of y'all are saying that these people are money hungry and want their kids to be famous, and that really do got a part of it. That really is a part of it. Like, for real. Like, you want your kid to be famous so bad, and you looking at what he can do for her, what he can do for your kid, but you not looking at the fact that this nigga is a pedophile. Like, I don't understand that part. So it's fame at the expense of your child. That's really what it is. Like, the fact that you think that you're going to get to fame at the expense of your own child. And that's fucked up at the end of the day. And then it results in how it results. I mean, it results in what it's going to result in.
After Azriel turned 18, we started having all kinds of people from social media, just from everywhere, reaching out to us anonymously, saying, you know, all this is going on with our daughter, and that we needed to get her away from him.
Yep.
Why you didn't tell us that when she was 17? And so this anonymous person actually put us in touch with the Savages, one of their daughters, Joycelyn, who was 19 at the time when she met R. Kelly, is also one of the young ladies that is with R. Kelly in his sex call.
I ain't gonna say you pimping your child, but it's like you have hopes of, oh, they gonna be famous. You know, so
Oh, we understand. You don't understand. Nobody can ever understand.
it's still fucked up and sad at the end of the day.
Child that's living and breathing, and you can't see.
Lord have mercy.
I had worked just almost every evening down the house in Johns Creek. And
Oh, Johns Creek. I know where Johns Creek at.
So a wellness check is when you can call the police to check on someone that you have not had contact with, and you're concerned about the person's well-being.
we're in front of R. Kelly house. We trying to check on our daughter, Joycelyn Savage.
Make sure my sister, Joycelyn Savage, is okay.
And her daughter,
We're gonna do what we have to do to make sure my daughter.
No bruises, no nothing on her body.
We just want to make sure she's fine. If she won't come to us at the car station, we're gonna go to her. We're gonna make sure that we see her. It's about 4 or 5 police cars here already. At that time, she wasn't there. We talked to the police department, did a written statement, me and my wife.
The Savages hadn't talked to their daughter either for a while. So they were like, let's get together to try to do whatever we could to get our girls home and to help other young ladies so they won't fall victim.
I saw the interview. You talking about on the other episode from yesterday?
I was told
Oh, what one?
wellness checks being done at the house in Atlanta as well as the studio in Chicago. R. Kelly knew about the wellness check in Chicago before it happened because he has friends in the police department in Chicago.
Yeah.
He warned them.
What the fuck?
Police officer went and talked to the girls. He told the Savages about their daughter, and then he told us about our daughter. He basically said both the girls were okay. They looked healthy. But at the end of the day, that doesn't mean anything. My daughter is still not home with me. My daughter is being mistreated.
We really
Girl.
don't know what is he hiding. What are you really hiding? Why won't you let us see our daughter?
Throughout this whole process,
Oh, no. I ain't watched that. I ain't gonna watch that.
Didn't tell us that, you know, what was going on with Azriel once she turned 18. We have people coming back, other young ladies that's telling us stuff. I mean, this,
You right, Amina.
this man is a monster. That's what he is.
Because, yeah, she about lost in the source.
I remember reading about the Savages and the Clearys and their desperation to get their daughters home. And while I wasn't surprised, I was surprised. We've seen such progression from the very first allegations we heard of picking up young girls and having sex with them. So now, he's still engaging in this behavior, but it feels like he's being more clever about the ways that he preys on this community of girls, getting girls who are
crying over the age, so people can't technically say
Girl.
you're with an underage girl.
Yeah, Jocelyn's still with him. You ain't see the video on Instagram she did?
In the house, Asriel kind of had precedence over the other girls when it came to where he slept that night, or whatever he considered his night. That's the room he would sleep in. She's the girl he could go to bed with. In the beginning, Jocelyn was back and forth to school. The trainer was the girl that lived in the house. She had been there the longest. She's the girl he really trusts. Her responsibility was to train all the girls who he brought in. Any girl that R. Kelly slept with, she slept with them as well.
What? She the trainer.
He has a certain type of woman or girl that he will bring into the house to live. But as far as a woman that he would just mess around with, he don't really have the type. Before the girls even become a permanent fixture in the house, he gets a feel of where they are mentally. If he meets a woman and then now she has going on, then that's the girl who's just gonna come and go. If the girl seems like she's weak, she don't really have the family support, or no one's gonna come asking questions, or he's even able to manipulate the family, that's the girl he's gonna bring into the house. Girls who are in the house are girls who are just totally dependent on him.
What the fuck?
Go for the younger girls because they're weak-minded. But if you're older and he feels like you're weak-minded, he's gonna go for you too. It doesn't matter if you're 16 or if you're 40. If he can control you, that's all he wants. I was that die-hard fan. If you said anything bad about him, I would put you out my house. I would just stop all communication.
People be like that, boy, over these people.
I was just shell-shocked.
For real. Y'all think people don't be like that over celebrities?
Really nervous, and like he was just real friendly, just talking openly, laughing, telling jokes, and I laughed. R. Kelly and I started dating. Officially for us, it was 2014. It was really like a high for me because again, it's R. Kelly.
Be no
So
fan.
it's like I'm engaged.
That's crazy to me too.
Sexing with R. Kelly. In the beginning, he gave me some of the rules, but not all of the rules. He pretty much let me know that he had other girls. Either I accepted. If I couldn't accept it, then there's no need for us to even try anything.
Wow.
At the time, knowing that I was not the only woman in his life, I was okay with it because I felt like he was honest.
No, you feel like
married before. My husband, he was abusive as well as he was a cheater. And I respected the fact that R. Kelly was honest to let me know that it's not just you that I'm seeing.
wow.
So it was just like a dream come true, and it was like I was willing to do anything to please him.
Girl, people be fucked up. We
Becoming intimate, I was living in my home in Atlanta, and he was living in his home in Chicago.
people be fucked up in the head. Like,
I would travel back and forth.
or like mentally, they be going through shit. A dream come true.
And then he was also coming to Atlanta a lot as well because he was using someone's studio and playing basketball. And so I was with him when he was out in Atlanta.
Girl, we ain't gonna see that link. It didn't come through.
Normal life. Just me.
You gotta send it on Instagram.
Consensual adults having sex. Nothing out of the ordinary. 2 years within our relationship, I started seeing the changes when he invited me to move into his house. The way he invited me, well, he didn't invite me, he told me. I went to his tour in Houston, Texas.
For real, you right.
To fly home, and I was told by one of his assistants, you need to go get your clothes because you're going to end up in the next city without any clothes. What do you mean? So I got my suitcase and got on the bus. And we ended up in Atlanta at his house in Johns Creek. He said, welcome home, my babies. And
Welcome home.
And I'm like, welcome home. So he gave us a tour of his house. Showed me my bedroom, showed us all our bedrooms. And he told, you know, us to go ahead and go in your room, put your clothes up. I didn't start having to ask R. Kelly for permission to eat and stuff until he actually moved me in the house.
Welcome home, my baby. So he had different girls in every room.
Robert has to strategically spread his money out and pay certain bills. Now, because he's lost money, he don't have the income coming in like he has previously, so he did get evicted from the house in Atlanta.
What the hell?
Just in here and just seeing this door is about to bring back a whole bunch of memories that I never thought I had to revisit.
Girl.
Wow. This look totally different from what the last time I was here. So upstairs is where all of the bedrooms are other than his bedroom. Right here, this is my bedroom right here. I don't think I want to go in there. I'm going to just show you guys the other bedrooms.
What the fuck?
In my opinion, I feel like this is the wickedest part. The whole room was black. He had black curtains. He had basically furniture was black. And right here in the middle was the actual bed. And I just really feel like this room right here, besides my bedroom, was like the most
None at all.
creative thing ever. It's like things that happen in here that you wouldn't even think that would happen, but you had to pretty much agree to it. No matter how demeaning it felt, a scene, you had to always just play along with it. And it was just like you had Rob pretty much like making you do the unthinkable. And I just feel like I never thought that I would ever come back to this house, and especially this room. I never realized how much this room hurts me, but I actually coming in here, I don't want to ever revisit this room again. This is just...
That's fucked up. You right.
It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter where you're from.
He definitely still got support because people still talking about,
No one.
I don't care, I'm still listening to him. I don't care. I don't think he really did it. People still saying that shit on social media. Like, they unbothered.
Let's empower women and end the cycle once and for all. Together, let's stop violence.
This shit is crazy, girl.
Go to mylifetime.com/stopviolenceagainstwomen for more information and resources.
Think only specialty stores have what's new? Olay has the hottest debut. New Olay Clay Stick Masks.
I can't even begin to imagine.
And brightening eye cream. Only
You're right.
Olay.
We were just talking about that yesterday, like, because, you know, in black families, they be like, oh, we not going to say nothing. They be knowing that the uncle, like, molest people or molest people in the family, whatever. They don't say nothing. Won't say a word.
I use this every day. But his best soap is clean rinsing and stuff. My soap is still leaving plenty of things behind. But Dove was cleaner rinsing. My soap, Dove.
Made with 1 quart or moisturizer.
I never was a fan like that. I mean, I listened to some CDs. Chocolate Factory was my CD, though. But I was a kid listening to that shit. Exactly. Yeah, he definitely gonna pay. Like, even if he never go to jail or no shit like that, like, he's fucked up, bro. It's gonna be down. He gonna be down bad. He never gonna have no good that come to him.
I remember times coming out of my room.
You can't do wrong by people.
I had to beat for him to actually give me permission. And when I say beat, I literally had to do this for him to hear me.
It's been times where I've knocked for hours and he just did not respond.
A person don't love you if he treat you like that. I just knew I had to get out. So I packed my bags and left the house.
She got the fuck on. And I'm gone.
Before I actually met him personally, I guess because I was just so much of that fan, I just couldn't see him as being that monster. But now, actually being in that house and witnessing with my own eyes, I regret not listening and believing of the allegations that happened. There's a difference between R. Kelly and Robert. R. Kelly is this fun, laughing, loving guy. But Robert is the devil.
Nigga got split personality disorder. What's that called? I don't know.
It started at the summer of 2017 when the allegations came out about him having what the media were calling sex cults in his home here in Atlanta. The goals of Meet R. Kelly in the beginning were very humble. It was, let's get him off Atlanta radio. And let's get his concerts canceled.
He would definitely be in jail.
A simple ask with the 25 years of
Me either. He not attractive.
and that was met with
It's sensitive identity disorder. Yeah.
you know, the radio stations would not respond, would not call me back.
We've been playing R. Kelly music and hearing these rumors and sometimes accusations of R. Kelly. But radio has always just...
Me too. I'm not refusing. I'm not separating nothing. That don't even make sense to me. Like, oh, he still make good music. Okay. That's why even...
We discovered that he had a concert coming up in Atlanta. And so we decided to protest.
You gotta really think and... like, what you be listening to. Like, he having sex with... Like, remember when the girl was like... He was in the studio singing the Mega song, singing the song, having sex with the 60-year-old girl while he was making the song. Like, that... I don't want to listen to that. It ain't about, oh, this is my song. Who are we to judge? Exactly. That's what they say. You supposed to guard your heart. Like when you would be at church, they say you supposed to guard your heart and not listen to certain shit because stuff be affecting us in ways that we don't even understand. It's like subconscious. It's two sides for every story.
The people locally in those towns to hold protests, to ask venues to cancel it. We've held 7 protests in cities around the country.
R. Kelly may have to find a new spot to hold his next concert.
And it's, you know, just grown and grown and grown.
Kelly says he and his attorneys plan to get to the bottom of the cancellation.
You won't have no money, sir.
In 2017, these 2 big stories come out about R. Kelly around him holding the girls captive. And it falls right into this continuum of stories that have come out.
Yeah, I had somebody tell me like, oh,
Sexual harassment.
I don't associate him being an artist with that, but it goes hand in hand. Like you had to think about shit like that. Like when like I said, when I be in church, they say that like you gotta guard your heart. Certain stuff you can't listen to.
NDA around R. Kelly, and I wanted to shine light on that and continue to keep the conversation about R. Kelly.
Cause it just don't be.
In the public.
Like I was 16, I didn't know. What was how were you feeling when all that was happening?
Very frightening. Like he would slap you in your face and he would physically like harm you.
There are 6 women R. Kelly allegedly lives with and controls them.
When usually one person comes forward, the door kind of opens. We saw this with Me Too. The question here is why does R. Kelly always survive this? And the second biggest question is why is the black community complicit in silence?
If them kids were Caucasian young women,
I don't know. He might be possessed. Shit, at this point. You do. I don't know what it is, but I don't want to know.
Woman in America historically has always been the black woman. So I always say if you want to get away with murder, kill a black rapper. If you want to get away with sexual assault a young black girl. If R. Kelly had been doing this to white women, oh my God.
Had been doing it to white women, he would have been underneath the jail. Real quick.
These families came forward and were making desperate pleas to get their children back, to get their daughters back home. forward in 2017, tried various attempts to get media attention.
It's
but it
fucked up,
doesn't
bro.
take hold. And again, I think that goes back into this idea that black girls don't matter. They don't matter enough.
I matter shit.
Over and over again.
And ain't no nigga gonna have me no house, no cook.
Don't perceive young black women as innocent, as deserving of protection. Somehow it's their fault. When the reality is that the problem isn't the girls, the problem is the predators.
I don't know nothing about Charlamagne. I like Charlamagne because he blunt like me. That's all I got.
People are brainwashed into thinking that they have some complicity in their own abuse. And so
So true.
come forward because of the deep shame, the fear of being ostracized in their community. There are all these
I can't believe her daughter was sitting up in there dressed like no boy with that short haircut like that.
Kill me for what he's doing. We're blaming each other. When you have fans like myself, when I was that fan, that diehard fan, I just felt like, oh, these girls are lying.
People who stand up and they say, I've been victimized, I've been sexually abused, we, as a society, tend to meet it with skepticism because there have been cases where people have lied.
What do these young ladies have to gain from lying? It's not like R. Kelly's some rich billionaire that's just
True
out there
enough.
cutting checks to everybody.
You got no reason to lie.
Young
Like,
ladies just want to see the truth. And I think with the whole Time's Up Me Too movement, and they see everybody else, you know, getting their careers canceled and people getting convicted, they're like, yo, we want some justice too. Can we use some of this Time's Up Me Too movement energy to get him going?
R. Kelly's victims, nobody just cares about the black women that speak out, especially the black community. It's the black community that bashes the black women that speak out about abuse.
what did he do?
Have this, powerful person that's loved in the
Oh, that's right. Shit. That one's why he dirty too. And he ain't no pedophile. He ain't that dirty. Period.
perpetuates stereotypes about black women that internally you start to believe. Will believe it.
And that's how I eat. So I'm not gonna stop smacking. That's how I eat.
The reality of R. Kelly and how we've been supporting and enabling him for decades.
A woman is suing singer-songwriter R. Kelly for allegedly failing to disclose a sexually transmitted disease. She also accuses him of sexual battery.
What?
This woman, Faith Rogers, says that she was in a relationship with R. Kelly when she was 19 for nearly a year before leaving.
She's pretty. I like her hair.
And I met R. Kelly in March of 2017. He kind of had like a goofiness to him when I initially met him.
She look like a baby in Faye.
I knew he was older, but when he gave me his number, I wasn't thinking things would be where they are.
It is cute, ain't it? And her little outfit cute. She did her thing.
Persistent. And he would call me and we would just talk about regular things.
She is pretty.
Nothing ever came off as
Makeup beat down.
negative to me in our conversations in the beginning. So the next time I saw R. Kelly was
True enough.
in May of 2017. I flew to New York for a show. So after the show, I went back to the room, ended up falling asleep. At 6 a.m., pounding at the door. Pounding, not knocking, just pounding at the door. Our conversations have been so great, I expected the first encounter to go different. It was consensual, but it was consented by intimidation. I felt just like something I had to do. Not that I wanted to do, but I had to do because it was R. Kelly. And who are you to tell R. Kelly no? He's the type of person, he's very demanding. He's like a director and this is his movie. So he's like, do you like it? And I'm not responding. And he's like, tell daddy you like it. And I'm still not responding. And he's like, we need to work on your moaning skills. So right away he's critiquing me. And the whole time, he's saying really
Girl, what the fuck?
perverted things almost.
What he said?
It's like young type and things like that. And so eventually
Young type pussy.
and I look back and there's an iPad and I just turned my head away. I didn't want my face to be on it.
He recording you up on the iPad? No, ma'am.
2 months went by. The BuzzFeed thing about the harem, that came out in July. I knew he was intimidating, but these allegations came out. And they sounded so extreme.
So we can't break
How
into
could
this
he
room.
kidnap somebody? How could he abuse
Girl, he don't have no house. He got foreclosed.
beat them?
He don't got no money.
So I was really sitting there confused. The only conversation we had about it was him saying it's not true. That these were lies. Closer to the end of the year, December, I had flown down for his concert in Dallas. We were in a hotel room. He kind of had gone on this emotional spiel, about life.
They said that's a part of it.
He revealed to me
Try-
about the girls. He described them to be a family. He made it seem like a family thing. These are women that I raised. Some have been with me for 15 years. Some of them have been with me for 5 years. So he's sitting there and he's thinking, and I can see him thinking because he's like this. So I'm like, what is he about to do or ask me to do? He makes a phone call.
Exactly.
He's like, get dressed. We're coming downstairs. So I'm like, who are you going to see? Go downstairs and he opens the door. And it's the girl I saw in the TMZ stuff.
Jocelyn.
I'm like, oh. She's the girl that her parents said that she was kidnapped.
Girl. This made me feel like I got a boo-boo. I can't even.
Say hello to your fairy godmother, Alice. Oh, and look, they've got gang centipedes and
What
crab
is going?
sheets, too.
There's too much. There's too much.
I take mom for
Girl.
one. But this is my most important job. Veterans love her. But one day, I found myself far from home.
Now, what would y'all do if your daughter was Jocelyn? What would you do? Because I don't even know, like, she's so far gone, it's really nothing. I guess it ain't nothing you could do, because even if her mom and them showed up at the door, she gonna call the police on them, because she tried to get old girl in trouble, Dominique. So what would you do? You see what I'm saying? Like,
And this next phase,
if that was your daughter,
for vaginal dryness.
it's too late for this.
Because you have a lot.
I want to ask y'all, because I don't know what the fuck I would do. I probably would just be praying like, God, let her come to her senses, because your parents looking for you. You keep saying no. Hold on. They don't open the door.
TMZ stuff. I'm like, oh. She's the girl that her parents said that she was kidnapped.
I would pray for her too. That's all I could do.
She literally, like, jumped up to him like a puppy and kisses him on the mouth.
I will. With what? Some sage?
Do exactly what he told her to do. She's not acting like a real person. She's acting like a robot. Everything he said was so funny. Or, she was right there just like in awe of him. And it's like, but when he would leave, she would just be numb.
What?
I wouldn't say she was kidnapped. Brainwashed, yes, absolutely.
Our clinical term for brainwashing is psychological manipulation. There's nothing stopping you from leaving, but the individual might stay because he or she might believe I can't get out of this situation.
And we saw that with the other lady, because she talking about when she got to the airport, if he would have answered the phone, she would have went back. It's a mind thing.
Because things had gotten bad and he don't want to talk to me. No.
I'm going to do some sage.
Decision that I wasn't going to involve myself with someone who's doing this to young girls and women, because that's not who I am. That's not what I stand for. I had cut ties with him in February, but I had no intentions on getting back with him. I just wanted to move on. So after it was over and done with, I made the decision to reach out to the Savages. I went to tell them about how it went with me meeting their daughter Joycelyn.
When I did meet her, he opened the door and he looked at me and he looked at her and he was like, I want y'all to get to know each other. So I was just like, okay, because
Look at her mama. That's sad.
then seeing her video and then seeing her in person, it all was just really wow, this is real life.
Right. I mean, it's not a game. It's not a joke. If
No, that's sad, bro.
Of course, they were upset, but they were like, "Thank you for telling us. We haven't seen her." And the fact that they had to ask me, "Well, what does she look like? Was she skinnier?" Things like that. You shouldn't have to ask about your own child. So that hit home for me, and I couldn't imagine what my parents would
I
feel
know
like
it's
if that
sad.
were me. So from there, they began to tell me more disturbing things about R. Kelly. And Tim Savage, he asked me if I had been checked for STDs since I've been with him. And I'm like, why? And he's like, I know for a fact my daughter has an uncurable STD, and she got it from R. Kelly.
What the fuck?
After I reached out to the Savages, I went and got a blood test, and it came back positive for herpes. My initial reaction, I wasn't angry at him, I was angry at myself. And I had already came to a point where I decided, I was done with him. And then on the other hand, I was like, if it were somebody in my city and they gave me an STD, I would address it. I would pretty much make sure they were held accountable. So why not hold him on the same platform? I knew I had to spread the word. I wasn't going to wait 10 or 20 years to come out and say he did that to me. I was going to come out now.
A young woman claims singer R. Kelly intentionally gave her an STD, and now Dallas police are investigating.
Oh my God.
Mr. Kelly, who was infected with herpes, engaged in sexual conduct with my client without informing him of his status. He committed a crime.
She got the wrong lawyer. He don't know if he is a her or he. Talking about infested with herpes.
2 years, there's been like
She done did the lawyer that got some money.
like, whoa, this sex cult thing, like, whoa, this other story, whoa, this woman he gave an STD to. Why is RCA Records still in business with him? R. Kelly is not really an active recording artist right now. He's not on the roster.
He not. Like, ain't nobody listening.
A new album from him this year.
We ain't heard no new album. Like,
A lot of music business institutions that we need to look at to say, why are you continuing to support this after all this time?
There were a series of events in the spring. that really
you gave this girl herpes.
We really haven't had a person in hip hop who just straight out said he's guilty. So Vince Staples at Coachella makes a statement about R. Kelly being a pedophile, and it goes viral.
R. Kelly never went to jail. He's a child
Okay, let's
molester.
never talk about
He's a child molester. I'm a good person. R. Kelly a piece of. So piece of. R. Kelly didn't go to jail for being a child molester and peeing on people and having a human trafficking ring in Atlanta. Then I'll be alright.
So we're seeing
Wow.
starting to kind of get on board, and that tide is turning.
Making a song with R. Kelly was a mistake. I didn't value the accuser's stories, like, because
Girl,
of
this.
that, I made a mistake.
Bye, Bree.
Telling y'all how trash R. Kelly is. I'm saying R. Kelly is trash for years. I think R. Kelly is on everybody's permanently canceled. All of this is wrong. R. Kelly has a sickness.
Yes, I believe R. Kelly's a dirtbag scumbag, and somebody should press charges and try to prosecute again. Press charges. Let's go. Right out.
Tom Joyner is the Black America radio host. He has hundreds of syndicated radio stations around the
It's too
country.
much.
He had continued to play his music, and so it felt to me like there was a huge support from Tom Joyner around R. Kelly.
You need the Tom Joyner Morning Show to stop playing R. Kelly.
You got it. Yeah, I won't play any more R. Kelly music.
And I was actually shocked. I was shocked, pleasantly, clearly, but that's a big deal. It felt like a victory.
Radio hosts like Tom Joyner say we're not going to play him.
She made my stomach hurt.
The R. Kelly.
I got some wine too. I should have poured me some.
Play him.
Wine make me sleepy. You don't make y'all sleepy?
I think Mute R.
Maybe
Kelly
we'll go
is a great
sleep.
example of the vibrant way that activism is happening around Me Too and these issues in the music industry.
May of 2018, the women of color in Tanza got together and wrote this public letter, and it went viral.
There's a group of really powerful black women, including Shonda Rhimes, Evelyn
Washington, Viola Davis, they've all announced this campaign that they're behind Mute R. Kelly.
Other celebrities, non-black celebrities who also amplified it.
Mute R. Kelly.
So that's huge. The Me Too movement and Time's Up movement coming behind the Mute R. Kelly movement have really kind of helped push that, forward in the national consciousness. It's one thing for Olayinka to say, stop listening to R. Kelly. It's another thing for Ava DuVernay. And if John Legend coming out, and Questlove coming out, other kids would come out, that makes people think about it in a different way. And the response we got from it was just overwhelming. I mean, people who had never heard of it, they thought we started this movement yesterday. And as the movement has expanded, people have kind of dictated where it's going. They said to us, hey, what about streaming? You guys should watch streaming.
We don't want to stream this nigga. Don't let his music be on nobody's stream list.
Just the latest in the growing backlash against Kelly, who's been accused of sexual misconduct.
I'm glad Spotify dropped him.
Spotify saying basically they're going to downgrade him. So they're no longer going to put him on curated playlists or sponsored playlists. Is important.
Pandora stopped promoting him too. Apple Music.
R. Kelly apologizes to fans after a Chicago concert is abruptly canceled. Promoters opted to pull Kelly out of the lineup, including Escape and Life Jennings.
To get Chicago to say, we don't want you here, you can't perform, was just an amazing...
He probably going crazy because that's what he do.
Decided to cancel that concert, but it was so important.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Kim, man, and I don't know why they canceled the show. I've never heard of a show being canceled because of rumors.
It's your boy Kales.
It ain't on me. It ain't on me. All right.
The more we talk about this, the more we see what R. Kelly has been doing historically.
He's a goner for real. Not a dead girl.
And in all these cases that he's settled, we have to keep pushing and keep pushing till we get some indictments. Keep pushing. Some reason
Then you still got these girls with you.
And I don't get that. I don't get why the justice system can't bring him.
I can't get over Justin talking about I'm just out here vacationing.
He is.
Girl, that girl is. I'm sad. That made me feel so sad.
Away with it for far too long. I think time's up for R. Kelly being accepted by the entertainment industry and just kind of allowed to make money and be treated as though he didn't do all these terrible things. Time's up for that.
Yeah.
There are still so many stories that have not been told when it comes to sexual harassment in the workplace.
Exactly. Like, cause now what do people do when they feel like they being threatened and they don't got no control? They try to control what they can control. And although he already horrible and all that, he probably worse now because ain't nobody playing his music. He can't go like sing or nothing. Doesn't nobody want to be bothered with him. Girl, he been probably I don't know. That man is. I just pray them girls get out of that. Like that is crazy.
Really? So when I heard they added Ultra Oxy to the cleaning power of time.
And they parents like to deal with that. Like his mom, Jocelyn, mama, that other girl, mama and daddy. Like that is fucked up, bro. Like I don't know how I would feel. I would be fucked up as if my child was like, no matter if I was whatever I did, like I would be fucked up if my child was with somebody and I knew they was being abused and there's nothing really I can do about it. Like,
Have you heard that Spectrum now offers mobile service? It's true. Tired of drop calls and bad connections? Spectrum Mobile is built on America's largest and most reliable LTE network. Talk and text is always free. Just pay for the data you use. Only $14 per gig. Need more? There's an unlimited plan too.
Girl.
And you can save up to 40% by switching. The best network, the best devices, the best value. Spectrum Mobile. Go to spectrummobile.com today.
she said he used to watch Dance Moms, girl.
She driving to Jessica's house?
He ain't got no money now. They gonna be got the hell on for real. He can't pay them.
At Northwestern Mutual, this is what our version of financial.
Ain't nothing good gonna come to him. That's just simply what that is. Like,
So's making the most of the house before they're out of it.
you can't do shit like that, bro.
Spend your life living. Find an advisor at northwesternmutual.com.
investigating, and once we found out her iCloud was still on her mother name, we went into it and looked at text messages, and we found some really disturbing text messages between them.
And her iCloud?
They had sex in Florida the first time they met. And 2015 when she was 17 years old. It makes me feel as a father less than a man.
Damn.
If that makes sense.
I knew they was having sex.
A piece of me seemed to die off.
That's sad, bro.
Anything about the Asriel that's 20 now. My daughter's no different than the Savages. I think the TMZ article with Joy Savage was a statement to every mother and every father that has a daughter. That's a predator that's telling y'all, I don't care what y'all.
And they was out. You remember that? Y'all saw the video on TMZ when they was out shopping? Him and Jocelyn.
When I want them to. And if anybody needs education, go look at some pepper.
You right.
Go look at Superfly. All them old 60s. R. Kelly blueprint is the same.
Great about your self-worth and what you believe. People don't be mentally there, I'm telling you. You can say, oh, how could you go do that? But if you don't have no self-worth within yourself, it's like you will accept anything. And people are shaped and molded by how they grew up. It's a lot of factors that go into that.
We're not going to do, hey, the TMZ, the BuzzFeed back and forth. We're not going to play that game.
Shannon will open them up studio door. How you know she did?
Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah, word that she did.
Do a welfare check. She may be harmed or something, but I need to see if my daughter's okay. I have not seen her in 3 years.
This is fucked up.
Dominique, she escaped and she's home with her mom now. And she was the one that told us that Asriel actually was left in Chicago up here in the studio. I need to get and make sure that she's okay. All right, thank you. She basically said that Asriel has been wanting to leave for a while and that she actually escaped before and they found her running down the street or something. And so they brought her back. And that's why she don't really have any, I guess, she don't get to be around nobody else anymore, so I don't know. I'm Alice Clary. I want to place the call. Our daughter, we got a tip that she's here and she's trying to leave, so we need to do a wellness check.
Where is Asriel?
We think here, we don't know. She's been here with him for 3 years.
I'm feeling for the parents too, because that's fucked up. Like, it made me feel so sad.
One for them to open the door, two for us to bust them down. We don't have the legal authority to bust them down.
The police said there was nothing they could do as a well check and nobody's willing to open the door. So at this point we just gotta wait to see somebody to open the door. I'm gonna stay here all night. I'm not leaving. At this
But the
point,
parents didn't know about the man's baby.
our daughter didn't come back outside or something touched us or whatever.
Okay, we passed that part. Nonetheless, the girl grown now and she's brainwashed. That's what it is. We're past the part the parents didn't know and all that.
Someone is in the building. We just watched a young lady come up, turn the lights off, close the blinds and everything. So, but we couldn't tell. It kind of looked like it could have been her, but she did it so quick. We just seen it to look like, you know, her do it like her own. So, I don't know.
This is a bad place for any parent to be.
This is sad.
Outside of a building that the child may be in or may not be in. This might as well be a prison.
I need to see that that young girl is not my daughter. This is the only lead we have had in 3 years. I am desperate at this point.
I don't want nothing from none of them. They play a lot of games with this man. That's on them. If they want to protect pedophiles, that's on them. That's cool. I just need to know if my daughter is in there. If she is of age and she says no, that's fine. I will leave. I just need to see if that is her.
It's fucked up.
I don't know. At this point.
Girl. They living in random places till he show up, girl.
I've never been able to match a pair of socks.
3 years, like, could you imagine, like,
Yeah, right.
I couldn't imagine, like, not seeing my mama in 3 years, and cause I'm with a man, like,
That mix together perfectly. Urban Attitudes by Lazy Boy.
and my mama probably been worried herself to death. Do you hear me, like?
The button is back. Last season's number one new reality show returns. Alan, I need a hug.
That's why we've got you tethered over there.
And no matter how much they bet, if they don't know,
How many teeth do snails have?
Alan will give them the boot.
Think about it on the way down. What?
Shit, I probably, if he would have had me in there talking about you can't pee in this, I probably would have killed his ass. I probably would have been in prison.
This is Secret Clinical. This is not Secret Clinical.
Girl.
Secret Clinical, not Secret Clinical.
No, I probably
The
would have.
use of
I don't
Secret
know.
Clinical
I
is
can't say
the
what I
same
would have
as
did, what I
two
wouldn't have
uses
did.
of deleting invisible solid. Twice the sweat protection. Secret Clinical.
But this is sad.
I had a very interesting conversation with him that lasted for about 2 hours last spring. All of a sudden the phone rings, and the conversation that I had with him, I promised him confidentiality. He told me I could ask him anything. And I asked him everything. And he answered everything. I don't know why he wanted to talk to me. It was almost like he wanted a purge or something. He didn't tell me he likes young girls. He told me he likes petite women. You know, particular height and size. He didn't say he likes young girls, but the court records, you know, the allegations.
Oh yeah, she could have.
So he doesn't have to say it. And when we finished having a conversation, the I Admit song came out.
Singer R.
They have to escape, girl. They are brainwashed. It's like a cult. They not in their right mind. And they ain't going nowhere.
But tell me how they call it pedophile because of that. That's crazy.
Like a lot of his music, it's very much telling on himself.
What's the definition of a cult? What's the definition of a sex slave? I admit.
Having been around music culture my whole life.
I admit.
R. Kelly's always been able to make his outrageousness into a story that sells. So it was just par for the course when he released I Admit.
It's the dumbest damn 19 minutes in the universe. He doesn't admit anything, he just proves that he's a narcissist. He proves that he's gaslighting. He's proving that he's never going to take responsibility for his actions.
It's crazy. Throughout.
If they don't stop showing him doing like this, I'm a this right here with that red hat on. Stop showing him doing that.
About levels of control even there in there. So I mean, it's not like he's hidden, but we have been afraid to look.
Somebody will work hard to
He like,
have a very polished,
no.
popular persona in the public, so that when somebody will make these accusations, and they'll be able to say, does that even sound like me? Right? Like that, I would never do that. Why would I risk all of this, all that I have, your perception of me for that? I really don't think that R. Kelly knows who Robert Sylvester Kelly is. I think he may be struggling with, who am I really? Who is this person that I've become?
R. Kelly has brought so much pain to so many people, and he should be ashamed of himself. And I hope there is some justice done to him at some point.
Girl.
R. Kelly's watching right now. What would you want to say?
I can't believe he had that girl dressed up like a boy and all that.
Kelly, if you watch it, just
on you and my daughter Boris. You're keeping her from not just me and my wife, her whole entire family.
If I ever come across you again, it's on and popping. That's your head.
Once she started, I'm right beside her.
And I don't mind going to jail. I've been there before, and I'll go there.
Exactly. I don't mind going to jail. I do, but I'm just saying what she said.
You are not exempt. You are not special. You need to see the effects of your behavior.
Quit hurting people. Quit hurting these girls. Stop seeking young women to fulfill your sexual deviancy. This can't keep going on.
What do you think Robert's doing right now?
I hope Robert is trying to get his sense together.
It's sad, bro.
Whatever's in the dark will come to light.
It will.
And until you do right by all of them girls,
That's one thing. Whatever you do in the darkness will always come to the light.
nothing is going to come good to you.
That's the truth.
Mark my word.
Girl. Yeah, that was rough. I think you have to respond to Faith Rogers' lawsuit. He has consistently denied any wrongdoing. How you not gonna respond to my lawsuit? Now has a sense of career management and recently graduated from college. Discovered that she still sings and dances better for print work. Javante.
I'm just really happy that I could speak out and I don't have to accept his money for my silence. He's no longer controlling me.
Yeah, that's the truth. Dominique Garner, but it's not ready. They said Dominique returned to R. Kelly 3 days after. Returned to him 3 days after her mama came, but now she back with her mama. Girl, that is some different type of control.
The reason why I consider myself a survivor because I did not let this break me down. I could have easily let this situation, but I didn't.
Yeah, what? This too much. The return to him after 3 days, but now she back. She went back and said she never going back. It's something I couldn't read it all that quick.
I don't like to claim a victim anymore. I was a victim. Are you a survivor? I am a survivor.
Now she could have got somebody to do that makeup because she got on there, but. For her high school graduation in June.
Now more than ever, I'm ready.
Her mom, after those 3 days, been figuring out life after she escaped. What? Okay, I can't watch this again, so I'm about to turn it. Every time. After I watch it that one time, I'm good.
My name is Sharonda Pace. I was with Rob for 6 months when I was 16. I
venomous creature that crawls on the earth or slinks through slimy seas has a brain. Back where I come from, we have universities, seats of great learning.
Alright, y'all, that's it. I'm about to get ready to upload this vlog. This is a vlog coming out tomorrow because I missed a day. Instead of a content video, it'll be a vlog. That shit was rough. I'm about to sage my room and myself. Because I can't do it. This shit is scary. It's just like... Singing what song? Girl, he definitely in the warrant for his arrest.
Once a year, they take their fortitude out of mothballs and parade it down the main street of the city. And they have no more courage than you have. But they have one thing.
I hate Wizard of Oz, the new one. Is this the new one? No, not Wizard of Oz. I'm thinking about when she was singing it. Well, hey, shit, we don't know if that's old. Do we got a date on there? Shit, that shit probably old. Whatever. It is what it is. She's still a victim at the end of the day. Nonetheless, all these people ain't lying. That's it. That's all I got for y'all. I don't even want to talk about it no more because it made my stomach hurt. I'm going to be praying for them because that's sad. For real, it's fucked up. Yeah, I'm calling it a night too. I'm tired. I'll talk to y'all later. I stayed up till like 6 o'clock putting glitter on the website. Yeah, so I stayed up late. So I'm about to, I'm not about to go to sleep, but I'm about to be up for a minute. So I will talk to y'all later. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I enjoyed it. Well, this situation wasn't, but I enjoyed being on live with y'all while we talked about it. Ooh, shit. Good night, y'all. Good night, good night, good night, good night. Bye.